Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm reviewing LEGO Disney set number 43187, Rapunzel's Tower. This set has 369 pieces, it's recommended for ages 6 and up, and it retails for $60 in the US. As you can tell, Rapunzel's Tower is insanely tall, so sorry it's so zoomed out, but let's get started by looking at those mini dolls. So here's the Rapunzel figure. Most of these figures look the same to me. I mean, they're all in her purple dress for the most part. I do think it's a little bit awkward when mini dolls don't have any shoes on. I mean, obviously Rapunzel is barefoot, but it's just a little bit weird because their feet are so rounded and there's no toes or anything. Kind of remind me of Bratz because Bratz, like, their feet would disconnect with the shoes and just leave like stumps at the end of their ankles, which was kind of horrifying. Around the back, you can see she's got a couple bows in her hair. I think this is the same hairpiece they've been using since like 2012 or 2013 for Rapunzel. And honestly, I really wish that they would make a better hairpiece because it does not look like she has feet of hair piled up into that. I really wish that they would make a bigger hairpiece or make one that's like flexible with a lot of hair so that you can actually play around with it. Kind of like how they did flexible arms for like Elastigirl. I think that that would be really cool. And as for Mini Doll's range of articulation, you can just move her arms and then bend her at the waist. Like most Mini Dolls, she doesn't have back printing, and obviously none of them can have alternate faces. Here's Flynn Rider. I do like this minifigure as well. I love the little boots he has going on, and his shirt has pretty nice printing. But the best part about him is definitely getting that Han Solo hairpiece in dark brown. I believe this is the first time that we've seen that hairpiece in this color. Around the back, you can see he's got pockets molded into the back of his pants, which is pretty nice. But like Rapunzel, no alternate face because it's just not possible with mini dolls. Lastly, it looks like LEGO has introduced a brand new mold for Pascal, Rapunzel's Chameleon, in this set. I really love this piece. It is more cartoony and it's a lot larger than the old one, but I think it looks really great. You can see there are a couple different pinholes where you can attach bows and things. I just wish it had like a little bit more printing. I think it would be interesting if you had some color like going down the back, but overall I really like that new piece. So we do have a couple of side builds in this set. First, we'll start with the Snuggly Duckling. This is obviously the tavern that Rapunzel and Flynn find themselves in once they've broken out of her tower entangled. And I'm really glad that LEGO included it here. I like it when they try to do stuff like this, give you as much as possible from like a movie or a scene. Even though it is small, I think it has all of the important parts, which is pretty much just that piano. That build is actually really nice. It has 2 printed pieces, which is awesome. And then it's even got a picture of the guy that enjoyed playing the piano up on the wall over there. That is a sticker. And obviously it sucks that we can't get any more mini dolls because, mini dolls are not as common as minifigures. But I mean, he would be a very awkward mini doll, let's be honest. And I'm okay with him not being included here, even though it would have been nice. You've got some teeth pieces up here on the wall for decoration. On this side, I actually really like this side. I think it displays really well. You've got some plants and a window. You've got a lamp, one of those Harry Potter pieces right in front over here. I do wish it would kind of like lie straight and flat against the building. There is a stickered sign as well that looks really great. And you do have one of those little rubber ducky pieces sitting on the railing. And that's also great to see again because I really like that piece. So the other side build is Rapunzel's hair swing. So if you don't remember, she swung using her hair in the movie, and I think it's really cute that LEGO tried representing that here. They basically use this Technic piece that I haven't seen before, but I feel like I don't think it's made new for this set. I feel like it's been in other sets, but it's my first time seeing it. They molded it in the same color as her hair, which is really great. On top, you can see you've got a little jewel. If I adjust the camera there, got a little jewel on top. And then there isn't much detail around the rest of it, although on the side you do have a little wanted poster for Flynn Rider with the large nose, which I think is really funny. Rapunzel fits into that swing pretty easily, just using one of those typical mini doll foot holder pieces. And then you can just like push her and make her swing. And again, I think that does look really great, and it does look like her hair. So I'm pretty impressed by how LEGO got that in there. So here's Rapunzel's tower. It's kind of hard to capture all of it on camera. It is really tall, which I appreciate because previous towers haven't been this tall. So we'll start from the outside and then we'll work our way into the interior details. You've got some plants around the base of the tower, and then you've got these small ugly rock pieces. making up most of the base. I think that looks really good. This one's got some stickers of some butterflies on it. And then this one does have another wanted poster for Flynn. I love seeing that, although, you know, Rapunzel's tower is secret, so how would someone stick a wanted poster for him onto her tower? And there actually is a little play feature right here. You can get Flynn in here, and you can actually move this rock aside, and then that gives you access to the interior, which is framed by this really nice archway piece. We'll look more at the interior in just a second. The middle section of the tower is made up of these typical curved round tan panel pieces. Again, think that looks really good. I really like these golden pillars on the side as well. Getting pieces in pearl gold is always nice. And then these are all just stickers, as you can see. Although this is obviously brick built, and I do like that they added that mix of brick built pieces and then stickers and then actual pieces and a brick built part to make it look like the tower's being overgrown. Meanwhile, the largest level of the tower has these awesome curved decorative balcony railings. I really love that piece. I think it looks awesome. I also like what they did over here, like with like those pillow pieces and then just some arches. Again, I really like the way that they built this tower up. Honestly, I've wanted a Rapunzel's tower set for a little while, but I'm glad I waited because this is definitely the best one. These panel pieces are actually printed, which was a nice surprise. I thought that they would be stickers. So you've got 2 of those in this set, and they're also the same curved piece as the ones down here. So here's the top of the tower. As you can see, LEGO is using that really large turret piece that they use on the Hogwarts Castle sets. It's awesome seeing that made in dark purple because, you know, purple's a really nice LEGO color and not many pieces are often made in that. So to get like castle parts in it is really awesome. Up here, this has also been used in the Hogwarts sets. It's kind of like a more feathered turret bit. And then all the way up at the top, the spire is built using a Nexo Knights arrow piece and a pearl gold minifigure head. And you can see that there is a smaller spire right there as well. So getting into the interior now, you can see there are some candles back here at the base of the tower. There's a little treasure chest piece, and then there's a barrel with a lantern on it. Now, this is the place where Flynn broke in, obviously. And so if you pick up the barrel, inside you can see that you have a little gem. I really like hidden details like that. I think it makes sets a lot more interesting. And then in the treasure chest, you have a sword. In the second level of the tower, we have what just seems to be like kind of a little living room for Rapunzel. She's got a hairbrush over here, a goblet, and then a pretty ornate fireplace. There's also a sticker for a rug that looks really good. There are stickers back there on those pieces. That seems to be the painting where, you know, she's sitting watching the lanterns float up into the sky. I don't know why it's here, though, because I thought that that was on, like, the ceiling of the tower in the movie. So I don't really know why LEGO chose to represent it down here. The next level up is Rapunzel's bedroom. You can actually remove her bed, which is a pretty nice feature. It's just on a couple of jumpers. That does make it a lot easier to look at. I like that sticker that they use. Other than that, it's a pretty typical bed. It's not one of the ones that you can tuck a minifigure into, but that makes sense because that would be a little bit too big for this room. And you can just lie her down right there. Although, I mean, I guess there is the danger that you could slide forward and fall out of the tower. And here's a great example of the designer using every inch of available space here. There's a little holding area here. This is the same level that just the decoration appeared on the outside. But they've included a frying pan here, which is awesome because, you know, she hits Flynn in the face a bunch with a frying pan. That's a very memorable scene. And then in here, you've got a little flower and then another gem. Now, I really would have preferred getting her tiara in this compartment because it was hidden under the floor in the movie. And this is kind of an under the floor compartment, so I would have liked it better if it had been stored in there. Getting up to the largest level of the tower, you've got some space here for Rapunzel to stand on the balcony. You've got a little table in the corner with a teapot and a cupcake. And then in the corner, she's painting a picture of Maximus. I really like that little Easter egg. Obviously, it doesn't really make sense because she wouldn't have met Maximus at this point in the movie when she's still in the tower. But it looks fantastic, and I do like you have the green paintbrush, and she is painting the green. Here is the artist's palette piece. We've seen that a bunch, and I mean, it is a little bit confusing because she's painting with like a tan color on the painting, but there is no tan color on the palette. So that's kind of odd, and I really would like to start seeing that paintbrush piece in different colors, so I hope LEGO starts doing some of that in the future. And here is the topmost level of the tower. There are a couple different areas that you can use up here. That is a bed for Pascal, which I think is really cute. That's a printed piece returning from the Frozen storybook set, so you can just put him right there. Don't know what this jumper is supposed to be for, but I guess you can put Rapunzel up there as well. And you can see that there are star stickers all around the ceiling, but I honestly would have preferred like a giant sticker of Rapunzel gazing up at the stars. I think that that would have been really awesome. Or if they'd been able to print that, I would have much rather had like an awesome printed interior picture of Rapunzel gazing at the lanterns, rather than the printed pieces for the outside of that large level of the tower, these printed pieces. So that's kind of a shame, but I mean, I'm sure LEGO did the best that they could. And then all the way up at the top in that tiny extra spire, you do have her tiara. Again, I would have preferred if that had been stored in that compartment under the floor because, you know, it would have been more accurate to the movie. Here are the extra pieces for this set. You do get quite a few nice ones, including a lot of extra accessories like the sword and the paintbrush. Here's the box for this set. It is quite tall and it actually even cuts off the spire at the very top. You can see the characters on top. Sadly, my box arrived pretty damaged, but there is this nice image of the tower on the side. And then at the back of the box, it just shows you some more details of what you can do. Here are the instruction manuals for this set. You have one smaller and then one larger. At the back of the second manual, you do have an ad for all 4 of those new storybooks. And then you have this really nice map of all of the Frozen 2 sets that they made last year. So overall, I really like this set. I think that it's one of the best Disney Princess sets that LEGO's ever made. Definitely the best Rapunzel set that they've ever done. But it's still missing a couple of key things that I just really want to see in a Tangled set. One of which is Mother Gothel. I want more villains. Like, LEGO loves conflict. I know that these sets are targeted more towards girls, but I'm sure everyone would want like an iconic character like Mother Gothel in the set. And this is a $60 set. It's the largest Tangled one they've ever made. I feel like 3 mini dolls in a $60 set is not too much to ask for. So getting her would have been really awesome. But my biggest complaint with this set in particular, and I haven't had this complaint with previous Rapunzel's Tower sets because they've all been smaller, but there really needs to be some kind of like winch system with Rapunzel's hair. I mean, that's like the most iconic part of the entire story, whether it's in film, whether it's a book, is Rapunzel letting down her hair to let the prince climb up to the tower. And especially with one this tall, because this is an insanely tall LEGO set for a $60 price point. You don't usually get this height in anything less than like a $200 set. So I really would have preferred if they had included something to let her pull Flynn up from the ground. Like I said, you could use a winch system. You could use like yellow string to pretend like it's her hair. I really would have liked to see something. I wish that they would utilize Rapunzel's hair more in LEGO. Like I said, like get a bigger hairpiece, get a flexible hairpiece, do something like that, because him crawling through like a rock in the bottom of the tower, it's a nice play feature, but I don't think it's anywhere near as interesting as like a hair winch feature would be. So I really hope that LEGO fixes that with like the next tower that they do. But the biggest problem with this set is definitely the price. The price is ridiculous. $60, like no, just no. Yes, it's a very tall set. Yes, it has some very large pieces, but it's 370 pieces. It should not be $60. This set should be $50. I think that this would be a perfect $50 set. $40 is a little bit too low. Like I would price the tower at $40. So I think $50 altogether is a great price. I did get this at a slight discount, so I'm happy about that. But $60 is too much. It is nice that they have those printed panels. It is nice that they have those larger pieces. They have the new color for the castle parts, but this really should be just slightly cheaper. So I hope that the next tower LEGO makes is even better, but that's it for today. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.